guys, welcome to another episode of Gamer Logic. I'm Mike Murtis, and today we're reviewing an import Saturn game. This game is a part of the Final Fight series, and not too many people know about this one because it wasn't very popular. One of the reasons being it just wasn't very good. And that game is Final Fight Revenge. Now, some people don't know this, but Final Fight was actually supposed to be the sequel to the original Street Fighter games. And if I recall, the name of the game was originally supposed to be Street Fighter either 88 or 89. I don't remember the exact year date for it. But a couple people played it and pretty much decided that it really had nothing to do with the flow of the original Street Fighter game, so they made it its own game, Final Fight. And as we know, through the various Street Fighter games, various Final Fight characters have moved on into the Street Fighting games. But what this Final Fight Revenge game is it's actually a versus fighting game. And it's one-on-one fighter, just like Street Fighter, and it's 3D. And another interesting thing about the game is that it actually requires the 4 MB RAM expansion. So if you are thinking about maybe burning this game or picking up this game for your American Saturn or Japanese Saturn, you need to make sure that you have the 4 MB expansion pack to run the game. Otherwise it won't work. You'll get an error message right at the beginning of the screen. That being said, you would think that the RAM expansion would really help boost this game's graphics. And maybe it was just because it was still the early 32-bit days, even though this game was released in 1999 and came out for the Saturn in 2000. But it just doesn't look very good. The backgrounds are very, I don't know, very low-key. There's not a lot of design to them. They're very blurry. And the characters themselves are made out of very few polygons. They don't look like their likeness to the original Final Fight, especially when you compare how good those 2D sprites looked back in the day. And it's kind of disappointing when you see the game in action because it looks ugly. And on first playthrough of it, I wasn't very excited to play this game. I thought it was very clunky. The move system was kind of, slow. You couldn't really pull off a decent amount of combos with it, and overall it just felt like a clunky, quickly thrown together fighting system. After playing it for a while, it does have a little bit more depth to it. There's super moves and stuff that you can pull off, like Eddie can pull off a move where he sends a police car to run you over, or Relento can summon a helicopter to start taking fire at you. So they do have some interesting aspects to the game that make it a little unique from your standard fighting game. Another thing is there's weapons and stuff lying all over the place, as well as barrels. One part I was actually fighting a guy with a chainsaw one-on-one and just trying to nail him with the chainsaw. So there are some unique aspects to the game, and after a while you do get used to the clunky controls, and you can kind of start pulling off combos. I chose Mike Hager as kind of my main character in this game, and you're able to pull off most of his body slams and his wrestling moves pretty easy. You can actually even do the Zangief spinning clothesline by hitting the 3 punch buttons at the same time, which is pretty cool. But it's by no means any, great fighting game, especially compared to some of the games that were also out on that time. The combo system just isn't there. I've already talked about the graphics kind of being disappointing. The music is nothing really special either, unfortunately, and sound effects are just okay. The character roster is decent. You do get Hager, you get Cody, you get Guy, Poison, Sodom, Relento, Eddie E, Damned. There's a couple other characters in there. I believe the boss character is actually a revived final boss from the original Final Fight. His name escapes me at the moment, but the amount of characters that you can choose are decent enough, and their special attacks are all unique enough where it does make for a pretty interesting cast. That being said, the game isn't great, and I never made it over to America. But it is worth a try if you're a fan of the Final Fight series. And another reason I kind of wanted to review this Final Fight game is, of course, Final Fight Double Impact is coming out on Xbox Live and PS3. And it is a enhanced HD remake or redraw of the original Final Fight, and it also comes with another great platforming game called Magic Sword. I believe it comes out this Wednesday on Xbox Live, so definitely pick it up or try the trial if you haven't played the original Final Fight. But overall, if I had to give a rating for this, I would give it a 3 out of 5. It's a mediocre fighting game, if anything. So that's it for that one. Be sure to check out Final Fight Double Impact when it comes out. I'm Mike Murtis with Gamer Logic. Take it easy.